It's so frustrating for me because the first organization within, I think it was 13 minutes, that smeared us as racist, bigot, Nazis, white supremacists, whatever, was a Jewish organization in Canada tied to the Liberal Party called CIJA. They're the ones who released the press release on behalf of the Prime Minister to say that we're white supremacists. Now, I don't know, I didn't learn much white supremacy in the first 13 years of Hebrew school, but maybe I'm wrong. But you know what I did learn? We learned about the Holocaust all the time, and this is where I get so frustrated with these organizations, because from my perspective, what did I learn in all those years in school?
Bingo.
What I learned was that was the government in the 1930s that did that. It wasn't some random dude, you know? And that is so lost amongst people.
Not just the government, it's the point you made earlier, and then the Soviet Union was the same. It was the government getting people brainwashed in a particular worldview, and then getting ordinary people to tell on each other, to report each other to the secret police, to hand people in for wrongdoing, etc., etc. And one of the things that I found incredible during the whole thing was like, my position on all of this was I'm against mandates and I'm against mandated vaccination, right? People are free to have the vaccination, people are free to wear a mask, people are free to do whatever they want, right? But I think, if you look back, the idea that people shouldn't be forcibly injected with medical things that they don't wish to have came out in 1945 for very good fucking reason. Very good reason. And the fact that that became like a controversial thing to say, no. People came together in Nuremberg for a very good reason and decided we're not going to let this happen again. And the fact that people were willing to just completely overlook that, this is the thing, is they flip everything on its head, like you say.
And we always hear about the white truckers in Ottawa and whatever. You know, they're all, not all, but a very sizable minority, maybe even half of them, were from Eastern Europe.
Oh, I bet.
And the last person standing, the last trucker who was arrested was Csaba Vizi. And Csaba is from Romania. And he was telling me, I took him to Boston to a Bitcoin Freedom event, Bitcoin Freedom Festival. And, I talked on stage about the convoy as we just discussed right now. And I handed the mic over to him. And then he brought the audience into tears, telling them what his family went through under Soviet Union control, that the government was always listening to them. Their children couldn't hear their conversations because if their children said the wrong thing by accident in school, then you were taken away. You'd maybe never see your family ever again.
It's the first chapter of my book. I talk about the talk that people would have with their kids.
That's right. And we have lost all concept in the Western world of how truly bad it is through this collective brainwashing in academia, trying to convince kids. I mean, I saw it on campus with my business, that communism ain't so bad. Really? Okay, why don't you it's okay, go to China. Just go, get out of here. We don't need you here. Leave. Like if it's so good, sort of thing. And I know your experience. My heart bleeds for. I love Latin America. I really do, and I see what they've done to such a beautiful country, and I hope they come out of it. But we need to be vocal about this, and we're not going to change the world and better it and free people if we just sit back and let it happen. Some of us have to speak up, which is what the Freedom Convoy was about.
You know, the whole thing that I found so ironic about COVID is that Hitler was actually against mandated vaccination. He thought it was a bit too far.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, no, I cannot do this. No, it's just too far, yeah?